STEM careers taking off. Meet Co-Drone EDU from Robolink, the drone made for classrooms and competitions, ladies and gentlemen. It's safe, it's durable, it's fixable, no FAA license required or assembly required to fly this bad boy, and help every student feel more confident in a tech-driven world. Students fly Co-Drone EDU 3 ways manually, coded with Blockly or coded with Python, either way. And see how over 7,000 schools, that's 7 with 3 zeros and a comma, ladies and gentlemen, have proven that you can have drones in the classroom, buzz and all. To find out more, go to robolink.com. And if you haven't figured it out, ladies and gentlemen, yes, this episode is sponsored by Robolink. Welcome to episode 280 of the EdTech Bites podcast. I am joined by Frankie Baker. How you doing, Frankie?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing very, very well. You want to introduce yourselves to the viewers out there in internet's land?
Sure thing. Hi, everybody. My name is Frankie Baker. I am the community manager for Robolink. This is my first year in the role. Previously, I was a digital learning coach and a math teacher, and I'm a lover of all things ed tech, especially the little drone that could.
The little drone that could.
The little drone.
And we just happen to have one here.
Casually.
Yeah, it just magically just kind of landed there. So welcome back to the show. This is literally your second time being on the show in less than a year.
I know.
We connected, I think it was like February 3rd, if not the 4th at TCEA. And it was food, and I think it was EdTech trivia as well, right? Yeah, and you still remember the question that you got wrong.
I do. It haunts me to this day. And it's one of those things where I'm hyper aware of it, so I'll see it out in the wild.
Okay.
But I think I messed up the name. It's the tikka paneer. What is it? It's
Tikka paneer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cream cheese.
Indian cuisine.
Yes.
Not cream cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese. Yeah. So
It's
you
a type
already
of
you got it
cheese.
wrong 8 months later. Whatever. All right. So we're going to talk about drones, but before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I have to give a big shout out not only to Robolink, to Frankie, to everyone on the team, including production crew and everyone that we have here specifically at OpenSet Studios. If you're not familiar with OpenSet Studios and you are in the San Antonio, Austin, New Braunfels area, you got to check it out. I had a conversation with my lovely wife who's sitting across from us as well, that I'm pretty much going to be using the studio all the time for all my solo and in-person episodes. So check it out. A big shout out to them, the production team and everyone as well. So now that we got that stuff out of the way,
Yes.
what is Robolink? Talk to us about it.
So we are creators of Co-Drone EDU. We make drones for the classroom and competition, like you said. So here is our drone.
Go for it. Show it off.
Here we go. Oh no, whoopsies, too many things. So here's our drone. It is small, it is lightweight, it is durable. It's made for the classroom, so we understand who our audience is. So this sucker can get into quite some accidents and still be flyable. Is flyable a word?
Well, it is now.
It is now.
Yeah.
And then
If
it's also,
selfie can be a word, then flyable is officially in the dictionary now.
you're right. And then another nice thing about it is that it's very fixable. So if
It's flyable and fixable.
fixable is actually a word though.
Okay.
That one I can spell. Flyable, is it I or a Y?
I'm the same way with flyer. F-L-I-E-R, F-L-Y-E-R.
Ooh, I think it depends is it a person flying or are you a flyer with information?
A flyer with information.
I-E-R. Oh, no.
No,
I got
see?
mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the pressure, it's the lights.
Yeah. Fixable.
So fixable. Yeah, so it's super easy to fix. And so that is Robolink. We actually also have a free curriculum. I think that is kind of unknown. Our new lesson platform or portal launched last week. It's pretty fantastic. I don't know
Okay.
if you want me to talk about it now, talk about it later, but it's pretty fantastic.
Okay. All right. So, when people think of drones, I usually think of like the larger, the DJI, the big consumer tech ones. But that one's very, I'm trying to think of the word without making up a word. It's student friendly.
Yes.
Now, you said it's fixable.
Yes.
In a drone like that, like what typically is the first thing that will go wrong or happen?
That's a great question. I think it depends who's using it, how they're using it. Our drone is approved for grades 5 and up. And so what 5th graders are doing with the drone is going to be very different than what 12th graders are doing with the drone and kind of what maneuvers they're trying to pull off. So I would think that one of the bigger ones is just changing out the propellers. The propellers could possibly get bent, maybe debris get stuck into it. Fun fact, I was helping out a coach at the aerial drone competition. I leaned over to press a button. The drone flew up into my hair. And so, because the drone is fixable, we were able to pop the propeller off real quick. I was able to get the tangles out, and the drone was able to fly real quick.
So that is exactly what happened to me as well, which is why I have that permanent
So many accidents.
permanent sunroof, ladies and gentlemen. Permanent sunroof, yeah. So some people who might be, and by the way, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook, by all means, you want to put something in the chat, go right ahead and put it in the chat. Interact with us. Let us know. This is first live stream. I got to kind of say this disclaimer. I'm not a fan of live streams. Not a fan.
Really?
I'm not a fan because in order to do it right, you have to have producers. You have to have people pushing buttons in that. I'm not a fan of watching a live stream with somebody whose eyes are not connecting on the screen because they're looking at multiple monitors and you can hear the buttons in the background and that. Now this is a live stream.
Yeah.
Like we came in, we're gonna record, do our thing, and then we're gonna walk out, and it's gonna be done.
I mean, there was a whole makeup room, so this place is.
Got my hair did. Yes. So going back to the fixable drone and things like that, people who might be watching or even listening, when they think of drones in education, they think, why? What's the point? Like, can you give us a scenario of what a typical learning experience will look like in a classroom with drones?
So it kind of depends on what you're teaching. So I'm a former math teacher, and I'm very big proponent of teaching those transfer skills, those soft skills that are going to, help kids later on in life. So will every student who's using the co-drone in class fly drones after school? Maybe not. But with using the drones and being involved in the competitions, they're working on critical thinking because they can fly it manually or program. So both of those involve lots of critical thinking. The competition and a lot of the activities in classrooms require communication because you're working within a team. And it can be deemed high stress because you're working for time, working for, pride, the glory.
Yeah.
So working under pressure that way. And then also just troubleshooting is also a huge skill that I think kind of like is separate from critical thinking, of having to look at a problem, try and diagnose it, and come at it different ways, which former DLC, and then you're also in your current role, digital learning coach.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Got it.
There's so many acronyms in education. You mean you didn't catch that one?
No, I'm not going to lie. I heard BLT, but that's a whole different. Go for it.
Delicious sandwich.
Yeah.
But in your current role as well, I mean, how many times do people come to us with a problem and we just have to
Never.
just figure out,
Yeah.
start clicking things to see what works? And so I think the drone is a really easy way and engaging way to get kids to practice those skills without telling them you're practicing these skills.
Okay. All right. And it's real time.
Yeah.
Like if you're flying a drone and something goes wrong midair,
You're figuring it out right there.
critical thinking, problem solving, higher order thinking skills, communication, collaboration, teamwork,
Yes.
all of those hot terms in education, right?
Absolutely.
Rigor.
All the buzzwords, differentiation.
Yeah.
It's also really great to get all types of learners involved. And so if you're thinking about, if you're in a language arts class, you might stereotypically, I don't feel like boys really resonate in that class, maybe like with the reading or writing, whatever their reason might be for not resonating. Now, if they are having to demonstrate or perform a story with the drone, now they might care a little bit more about what they're writing. Why they might care what they're actually doing. Or this is a great way for girls to get involved. I feel like they are a very underrepresented part of STEM. And so drones, this is a very accessible way to get them involved. And so that doesn't have to be this huge endeavor that's predominantly boys. I feel like this is a really great way to get the girls involved as well.
Yeah. It's the kind of like the leveler, right? Level the playing field.
It can work in any subject, and it can attract all sorts of learners. And so I think it's a great tool for sure. And I'm not biased at all.
No, not at all. It's not like you work for the company or anything.
No.
Now, let's say I'm the director or principal of EdTech Bytes University or EdTech Bytes K through 11. I don't want to deal with seniors. K through 11 campus. And I decided to start a drone club.
Okay.
So I get a sponsor. I talk to a couple teachers who are going to lead this. I'm going to be involved as well. And we buy some sets. You mentioned something about a free curriculum.
Yes.
What does that mean? What like when I think of a drone curriculum, I think this is how you fly it. This is how you make it spin. this is how you make it do aerial
I mean,
tricks.
that's part of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Yeah, talk
actually,
to us about the curriculum, if you don't mind.
yeah, of course. So the curriculum, it used to be called Basecamp. So if you are a user of CodeDrone EDU, you've heard of Basecamp. And so that's what it used to be called. It has gone through so many upgrades with this new release that we're like, let's just give it a whole new name because it kind of is a whole new entity.
Okay.
So now it's Robolink Learn. And Robolink Learn, there's lessons. So there's the first thing you do is getting started. So that's the course that's kind of like earning your wings before you fly. And that is the mechanics of here's how you make it roll, or here's all the different parts of the drone. Here's how some basic troubleshooting techniques.
All right.
Then you can learn how to program the drone in either Blockly or Python. And all these lessons are really engaging and interactive. So there's a online engineering notebook that's just drawing activities, open entry, drag and drops, lots of ways to get the kids involved. There's embedded videos, and it's all in student-friendly language. So any of the kids from grades 5 to 12 can do it asynchronously. You can have a whole class. You can do a small group. We've structured it really well so that teachers can implement it in what makes sense. So if it's a drone club, that would look different than how you would do it in your computer science class.
Okay. So purchasing these bad boys, do you get the curriculum?
Yes, it's free. I mean,
free.
any of our users could go on and look at it right now. I will say one thing that's new is that there is going to be a teacher login, and there always was, but it was always optional.
Yeah.
Now it's required. It's not, there's no paywall involved. It's just so we can put those teacher resources behind that login. So those teacher resources include slide decks for lessons, the answer keys, the lesson plans, the scope and sequence.
Okay.
And so,
All right. Very interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't even think I have an account yet, but I'll have to
Get
check
you
it out.
one, yeah.
It'd be a shame if one of these ended up in the trunk of my car too. So that's a whole different story. Now, if I'm starting this drone club and maybe I have some reluctant learners, some of the questions that I might have, not only as a learner, but I might be that reluctant parent. Like, you're not staying after. I'm not going to have to shift my schedule and pick you up late from this drone club for you to be playing games and flying these little toys. So if I'm a reluctant parent, what connections are there between drones and, I hate this term, but I have to say it and I have to use air quotes, the real world?
Career readiness.
Career readiness.
Kind of what we're getting at, yes.
Yeah. So what are some of the connections that you have made in your experiences, or that you guys preach to those who are starting drone clubs or just getting involved with drones in the classroom and education? What are those connections that can be made between what is happening in the classroom and a lesson and an experience to career readiness, as you called it? I almost said the real world. Yeah.
So with drones, I'm going to get the stat wrong. I'm going to get the quote wrong, but it's the jobs that our students will end up having aren't even created yet.
Okay.
We don't know. And so as educators,
We're preparing students for jobs that don't even exist yet.
thank you. That's
You're
what
welcome.
it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
So drones are a great way to do that because it's practicing all those skills so it can be applied to whatever technology exists then. But then also there's so many careers that are developing because of the drones. Drones make a lot of the tasks more efficient, a lot more safe, more cost effective. And you can probably accomplish, I mean, it's efficient, yes, but the scope of what you can accomplish with a drone, it's more than I think what people can imagine. So there are a lot of careers in which drones are being utilized now, and it's just going to increase significantly.
Okay. What are some of those careers, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so earlier before the show, I mentioned my dad is a sports television director. So think about it's football season, and we're in
Yeah.
Texas, so we got to talk about football. There's drone shots to get the field, so you can get those. So that
I forgot about that.
yeah, so you can use
Oh.
them in sports, and so now you're not having to have these wires go across the stadium to have the cameras kind of propel. and
Yeah,
figure
you're
it
right. I
out.
remember seeing those.
So
I
that
don't see
is-
them anymore.
Oh, I wonder what.
It clicked. Okay.
I don't know how sarcasm translates
Yeah,
to podcast.
yeah.
We're going to find out
In real time.
in real time. So and film as well. And so getting those really neat shots that are out in like the middle of the ocean. And so how are you going to get that camera shot down low? So there's lots of neat things you can do in the film industry or television industry. Agriculture, you can now have drones go and inspect your crops or go look at your livestock and give you data back on kind of what your next step should be and charge them. There's Amazon. I think some of us are familiar with Amazon delivery.
Never heard of them.
Okay. They have Amazon delivery. Where I'm located, the Walmart has paired up with Wing, and so there's Wing delivery. And so delivering goods. So I had ice cream delivered the other day. And
We were supposed to have that video play, but for some reason it's not, it wouldn't load onto the software that we're using, but it's a very cool shot. And it's at your dad's house, you said?
that's at my house.
That's at your house. Okay. Talk us through the shot after production. I'll get it loaded in there so people can check it out.
Perfect. So everyone close your eyes at this time. Oh, wait, you're going to close it, load it later. So it'll be okay. Open your eyes.
Yeah.
So
You just tell people live. Close your eyes.
So I'm painting a picture. So you just put it on the app like normal, and then you can track it on your phone. And so I live off a golf course, and so, and you know, I know where the roads are to get to the Walmart. It's maybe a 7-minute drive, and it's doing like a beeline, and all of a sudden it just like this. It's like following the road. I was like, why is it doing that?
So you were tracking the drone.
Yeah.
Okay, and you ordered, what is it you ordered? Brussels sprouts?
Bluebell ice cream.
Okay, ice cream. Got it. All right. So you ordered ice cream and you're following it on the app.
Yes. And then I can hear it way before I can see it.
Really?
Yes, because I'm like, where's it coming from? If I'm tracking it and I'm like, I'm not seeing it. So I can hear it because it's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. I will say someone trolled me on Facebook saying they're excited for their drone delivery washer and dryer.
Okay.
I don't think we're quite there yet. And this drone's not that big. But it was big and it was loud. And so then before I submitted my order, I got to pick what zone I wanted to deliver it to. So I only had one zone and it was in my backyard. So
okay. I need it right through the chimney, right through the fireplace.
I don't know. Some people like if there's too many trees in my front yard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the logic was, but it was there. So I was there. I was tracking, waiting for it, and then what it does is it hovers and it has like a, I don't know, what's the cord? The little
like a line.
Yes, a line. It goes down, hovers, drops it off, and then goes back up, and then flies away.
How close does it get to the, like, does it drop at like 6-10 feet and you get ice cream everywhere? Or
No, because of the little wire that drops, it got all the way to the ground.
Really?
Yeah, it was soft. And then it came in a package that kind of looks like, it's the shape of a lunchbox, but it's folded up like a Chinese takeout.
Oh, okay.
Origami lunchbox situation.
Got it. Okay.
And my
And then
ice
it just
cream
flew
was
away.
so cold.
Just like that.
I know. I thought it would talk to me or something. It didn't.
Yeah. Thank you for your delivery.
Yeah, I don't know what it would say. I think
Okay.
it might say it on the app, but no, it was really cool. So I have 2 young kids, and I've ordered twice from them now for something to do.
Wow.
So we can.
And that's through Wing, right?
Yes.
And Wing is an affiliate of Google. Isn't it Google Wing?
That is a great question. I do not know the answer.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
Yeah. And I know that Amazon started experimenting with it a couple of years ago, and people were shooting them down and taking people's orders. But I know that they're kind of experimenting more. Is that available in your area? Because here in San Antonio, like for those of you who are watching or listening, our intent was to get food delivered, like literally walk outside on camera and get the food delivered. But we're in the middle of about 3 military bases, so this is a no drone zone. Not going to happen. So, yeah, if they see a drone, then they're not only are they taking the drone, they're taking our food, and that's not going to work. That's not going to fly with me.
Yeah. Which one are we more
No
upset
pun
about?
intended.
Yeah.
The food. Yeah, because the drone's not mine. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, I think that's why it did that weird path I was talking about. It was avoiding the golf course
Oh,
because of golf balls.
got it. That's assuming people know how to golf on the golf course.
I mean, I would know. I don't. Yeah, but I just found that interesting.
Okay. All right. So that was like a month ago, right? That you did that?
I believe so.
Yeah. Because I remember you sent me the video and I thought, man, that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. So that's a real world connection right there.
Oh yeah, that was a whole like side story based off that answer. But yes, there's lots of different ones. One of this is actually your question for later because we did to talk about some of the questions. I'm going to talk about answer it now.
Go for it.
The weirdest job.
I'm going to stop you there.
Just don't answer it, okay?
Frankie, what is the weirdest job
Well, like that involving drones.
involving drones that you could think of?
Whale snot collection.
Can you say that again?
Yes, whale, like a whale in the ocean. Snot collection.
Really?
Yes. So they do that to like, I guess, diagnose the whale or like see if it's sick or check on its health, like out in the wild. And using a drone is a lot safer and less invasive.
Okay.
But I found that so interesting. So there's another career for you, marine biologist, drone operations.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder how close they got to get. Like,
Yeah, I don't think they're like just sending down the
this is
flyer
the
with
line,
the zip line up.
Chinese takeout box,
Yeah.
collecting it. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure our producers, Manuel and Walter over there, like, man, we had no idea we were signing up for snot live in our studio. But that's very interesting. I had no idea.
I
Yeah, I
know.
would have never made those connections. Football.
I was just saying the careers you don't know
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
the drones are a great entry point to expose kids to all those careers that exist now, but they might not know about, or the ones that are developing.
There has to be somebody to program them. There's
Mm-hmm.
got to be people that fix them. There's got to be engineers. There's got to be the people who are doing the triangulation and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that goes on in the background that people don't know.
Absolutely. And data analysis and yes, absolutely. Lots of moving pieces to drone operations for sure.
Okay. So I got some more questions for you, Frankie.
Sure. Bring it on. Maybe.
Equity.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk equity.
Okay.
Equity. Yeah. I mean, what are the issues with drone education that were maybe prevalent, I don't know, 5, 7, 10 years ago? And where are we now with equity with drone education, STEM education, and everything in that field in general in education?
That's a very big and heavy topic.
It's a loaded question.
It absolutely is. So there's only so much that I can say to it.
Okay.
So just disclaimer on my answer, it's not going to be a complete one. So drones in the classroom are a great equalizer, as we kind of talked about, because it does engage all sorts of learners, and it also really opens up those career paths or future opportunities to people or students in populations or areas that may not have been too exposed to those options before. Co-drone is a very well-priced drone. This one, should I say the price? It's online.
I would.
Okay, the date, it's the end of 2025. So I'm going to say this date or the price, and I don't want it to come back.
Today's October 28th, 2025.
Also, thank you.
For the record.
Yeah, so it's $250 for the kit. So in the kit, you get the drone, you get the controller, some extra parts, and batteries. And so this is a really nice place for kids to start with drones in the classroom. It's small enough to where they don't need that certification, like you said. It's meant for indoor use. It's a great stepping point. And so because of the price it is, and it qualifies for a lot of grants and funding opportunities. So
Okay.
that is another great way that we can leverage those resources to get drones in the classroom, and then again get those kids ready and kind of talking about and thinking about ways they could apply this later in life,
Okay.
or just what do they want to do this weekend? Drone competition.
Before,
be.
if you wanted to start a drone club,
Yeah.
it's like $1,000 per drone.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And then, at the time, they were the really large ones. And correct me if I'm wrong, but in order to not require an FAA license, it has to weigh less than 249 grams. Is that what it is?
Possibly.
Something like that.
I know.
But there's
this
a
one,
weight,
Yes, there is absolutely.
Yeah.
This one's a little shy of 55.
55 grams, which is why it's for indoor use.
Yes, because
A gust of wind will take this bad boy.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
it will be gone.
Okay. All right. Let's just say a drone club with 20 students. Let's say I'm doing one with 20 students in 5th grade. How many drones should I purchase for a drone club of 20 for a drone club? Does every student need one? Is it something that can be done in pairs and in trios?
Absolutely. I'm a big proponent and fan of doing teamwork. And so I would say, even if you could do one-to-one, don't. I think there's so much more value
Wow.
in doing teamwork.
I don't think I've ever heard that from somebody selling to education. Wow.
I think there's lots of benefits to making it do it in teams. So for that size, we would recommend a 2-to-1 ratio.
2 drones for every student.
Yes, back up. 2 students per 1 drone. That way you can have an observer and a pilot if you want to have those kind of roles attached to it. The aerial drone competition has 3 to 5 students per team. So they have a larger ratio.
Okay.
So you could get away with having less drones for more students, but I think the 2-to-1 is kind of that sweet spot.
Yeah.
So because they're still practicing all those skills, everyone still gets airtime, and gets to fly, we can guarantee 15 drones flying at once without any of like the wires or connections
Interference.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to test that.
So, I mean, it sounds chaotic, and I would have loved to be in that testing room too, to be able to guarantee that.
Yeah, that'd be
having all the
interesting. Just the
drones.
sound alone. Yeah, the buzzing.
Yeah.
So, being that you have been doing this, has it been a year?
Yes, I didn't come full time until the end of March, but I've been with Robolink for over a year.
Okay.
I was still a digital learning coach.
Yeah.
And then was doing
DLC.
DLC, yes. And I was doing this part time.
Okay. All right. Now, being that I mean, even today coming to San Antonio, you visited some of the campuses that are
Yes.
utilizing CodeDrone EDU. What can you tell us about the student experience? Like with your eyes, what have you seen that just captures the magic in the moment?
The teams today, just strictly talking about them, and I think this is kind of a widespread phenomenon or standard, is that it's very student led. And so, so many times the coaches have said, I don't know what we're doing, or I don't know how to do it. I just told the kids and they figured it out. And how nice that the teacher doesn't have to be the expert, that the kids, because the curriculum, everything's online, free, student facing, so they can go in and research themselves.
Yeah.
We made it for students to use, and so it's very easy for them to kind of jump in and navigate it and figure it out. Today, we went to a middle school. We went to high school and a middle school. So the middle school, we got to see practice, and one half of the team or group was out in the hall practicing one of the new maneuvers in this year's mission for the competition, and then the other half was building the parts for the like the field elements.
Okay.
So lots of engineering going on.
So everyone has a task. You might not be the pilot. You might be writing the notebook, or you might be putting things together, figuring out the game plan or something.
Yes.
And then there's also a presentation piece too, right?
Yes.
They have to present to judges or
Yes, and Lily is also here with the Rec Foundation, and so she might be able to. She's off camera.
Yeah.
But yes, there's an interview piece to it, and so there's also like an engineering notebook that they go and get interviewed about. And so one of our ambassadors, he and his wife are very involved, and they both have said how being involved with the competition has really helped their kids' communication skills. Because now they're having to talk to adults and explain their thinking, explaining their process, because it's all troubleshooting. Well, how did you navigate this problem? How did you overcome this obstacle? And the kids, even today, did a really great job of asking us questions, which a kid asking a random adult a question is kind of, it makes them vulnerable. It might make them feel weird. It doesn't come natural to them. But it's been very cool to see and hear that with being involved in the competition and being involved with the drones, the kids' confidence level is going up. So they feel confident asking those questions.
And that competition is yearly, right?
Yes.
Springtime?
It's year round.
Okay.
It launched, so they changed the mission every year. This year is time warp. Last year, the theme was gravity. This year, the mission was, and the manual was dropped maybe mid-September.
Okay.
And so competitions have happened year round, and I think the season ends springish.
Okay. Depending on where you're from, spring is different.
You're right, but I don't know the exact date, so I'm sticking with my answer.
Yeah. Here in San Antonio.
There is no spring here.
No, it goes from snow to 102 dang hot.
You get like maybe a weekend.
Yeah. And fall is the most beautiful 4 hours you'll ever experience here in San Antonio.
Right.
Now, I wanted to just take a real quick transition into like agriculture and food. So, because lo and behold, the stuff that's on your plate quite possibly could have made it from the producer to a warehouse or something, maybe even by drone, or maybe surveilled through drone. Climate resilient foods and things like that. Like, what can you tell us about just the overall role that drones play in agriculture? And we don't have to do like a complete deep dive, but just kind of touch the surface on that for our listeners and our viewers.
So yeah, once again, I don't have a full answer, so there's my disclaimer.
Yeah.
But one of our activities to simulate what's happening in agriculture is having the drones go and figure out what the crop needs. So like in our lesson, the drone will use the color sensor and go detect the color, over there. And
So it has a color sensor on it?
it does. Yes,
Really?
it has two, technically, a front and a back.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so, and then you can have it programmed to where if it detects blue, it'll print needs water. Or if it detects yellow, it'll print needs pesticide. So that is one way that it could be used in the real world of the drones being helping farmers determine what their crops need in a more timely fashion. Because there's only so many of them, but they often have so much land
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
over. I looked into some other things that drones are used for. So that's just observation, but you can use drones to deliver the pesticide or deliver the water and distribute that.
Okay.
And I think that they use that for like fire emergencies. So like
Yes, I've
the
seen
California
that.
fires, there were some drones there too. I saw one use that maybe I don't think is developed yet, but like having the drones somehow pick the food or like collect it.
Really?
Yes. So I don't know what exactly that looks like. I've never grown anything. Whatever the opposite of a green thumb is, that's me. But I don't know what happens when you like collect it normally. Like when I think of collecting food on a farm, it's like with a big tractor.
Yeah.
That's got to damage the land somehow, right?
It's got to have some sort of environmental impact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think a drone would help with that as well.
Okay.
So
it helps. It could essentially crop dust and do things like that.
yes, it could.
A lot of people don't know this, but I actually used to crop dust.
Oh, you said that live. Okay. I think I'm blushing for you.
I would like to just apologize to my 5th grade class of about 2010 to 2000. That's a real teacher struggle, ladies and gentlemen, and we're all humans. So.
Anyone who denies it is lying.
And for those of you who might not know what crop dusting is, you figure it out.
I think it's on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. All right. So you made me forget my next question. And when I say
my
you, I
face will
mean
be
I'm the
red
one
for
who
the
messed
next-
it up.
uh-huh.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, this is quite possibly one of the more important ones. What advice would you give to a teacher who's cropped up? No, I'm just kidding. What advice would you give to a teacher who's maybe leaning towards, maybe I want to do this. I was asked by my admin about doing it, and I was not sure I wanted to go down this road, but you know what? Maybe I'm going to give it a shot. And the first question is usually, what do I do? What do I need? How much time is this going to take? Am I getting a stipend? What materials am I going to need? What advice would you give a new teacher to STEM, to drone club, anything having to do with drones, bringing them in the classroom or to a campus? What advice would you give for them?
So I have two answers.
Okay.
They don't conflict, so I can say them both. The one is, so with Robolink specifically, we do have a professional development. So that is a 2-hour session where we kind of give you everything you need to know. We give you some ideas for implementing it in the classroom. We give you, you get to fly, you get to program it. So all those like what ifs generally get answered in that professional development. But another one, and this I think it comes more as me as a teacher and someone who was in the classroom and want to try out new things, find someone who's done it. The internet is a beautiful thing because it connects you with people. So we have a Facebook group for Co-Drone EDU specifically. There's a Facebook group for just the aerial drone competition. So going there and asking questions, because everyone wants to be connected. You want to find your people. And so you don't have to be a singleton. You don't have to find it out on your own or figure out all the information. So that's my 2 parts.
Okay.
And we have a very extensive YouTube channel too. So you can check out our YouTube channel but some of your questions will get answered there.
Okay. Good points. Yeah. There's a tendency for teachers to live inside their 4 walls or silos. And a lot of people don't think of social media as a professional learning community or a network. And it could definitely serve as part of your professional learning network and being able to connect and get the help. I mean, the internet is there for a purpose.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but that's like part of my origin story.
Yes. Talk to us about that.
Okay. So my handle is Bacon EdTech.
Mm-hmm.
And so the year was 2019. And I was a math teacher, and my digital learning coach, DLC, came to me and said, hey, to be involved with this campus professional development, you have to have a Twitter. I said, but I don't want a Twitter. They said, you have to have a Twitter. And so I was bitter about it. And so let me backtrack. My maiden name was Sheldon, and then I got married and I became Baker. And my kids, because I got married mid-year, my students wanted to combine the name somehow. And so Baker and Sheldon together made Bacon. So just
Shelter.
that one too. Bacon. And so fast forward, I'm bitter about making a Twitter, and ooh, that rhymed.
That sounded like you said it before.
I probably have. This story is pretty scripted at this point, but I mean, because it's just in the past. But anyways, so Bacon Math wasn't taken, obviously, and my picture was the bacon bitmoji of me.
Okay.
And so, but then I actually got involved in the community and used it as professional development, and that's where I really fell in love. It almost was like a resurgence of my love for education. And so like I connected with people who were like me and had the same ideas. And I realized I want to get more involved with ed tech. So I became a digital learning coach. And then I realized I want to get more involved in ed tech. And now I'm here.
Okay.
And so now I'm not Bacon Math, I'm Bacon ed tech. I had to make the transition. I almost didn't.
Bacon drone.
I thought about it, but I'm connected to the Bacon ed tech now.
Yeah. Well, that covers all the bases.
Yeah. I don't want to switch. Like, what if someone takes it?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember where people were making the jump from different networks for whatever reasons. They just stopped posting, but they wouldn't delete their account because then that handle is open for anyone to use.
I know.
And some people's branding is built off of their tag, their user handle and that. So I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little hungry.
Oh.
And you are officially on the EdTech Bites podcast.
Yes.
And I think I hear a drone coming through here. I could be wrong, but there is a drone coming through here. Oh, look at that. No crop dusting whatsoever. Awesome. So I have a little treat for us. And when I say us, it's everyone, including our producers, everyone here. There's a backstory to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So today is October 28th.
Yes.
My parents have both since passed.
Okay.
Today is their birthday. They were both born on the same day, 3 years apart, but shared a birthday. So today just happens to be the day that we recorded, and we're coming up on Dia de los Muertos here. And I'm not sure if you are familiar with pan de muerto, the bread of the dead, as they call it, but it's a Mexican dish. It's Mexican bread. So it's your typical bread, and it has, bones and a skull. And it's made with orange. I know that we got the camera here, so you guys could check that out. But I made this, and I actually have the video tutorial on my YouTube and on my social media and on my website. So if you go to edtechbites.com and you go to the food category, you'll find the recipe as well as the video. And I made it with my sourdough starter. So it's sourdough, pan de muerto, and it's just good.
Okay, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have a video of you making your sourdough starter?
Yes, I do.
Because I did it and it did not go well. I've wasted so much flour.
Okay.
So if you could help me with that.
I do have a video. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'll talk through that if you want to break off a piece.
Okay.
Go ahead and just grab the whole thing, break off a piece, and we'll pass it around the studio as well.
Is it warm?
Yeah, I made it today. Do
I take off the skull? With
you could take off.
It
doesn't
one
matter.
of the bones?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Navi?
Just not that piece. No, I'm just kidding.
Too late.
Yeah.
Hold it. You want it back?
If you want to pass it around, go right ahead. I'll get it after.
We need our drone delivery.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's do that. Yeah. So just throw it. Just throw it across the studio. So I forgot what I was going to say. You were talking about the sourdough starter.
I know.
Okay, the sourdough starter. Yeah. So I had one that I started about a year ago, a little less than a year ago, and man, that thing took off. And we were making bread like once a week, and It was really good, and it was a strong starter. Go ahead and pass it behind the curtain to Manuel, the producer. Look at that. You see his hand coming from behind
Just a
the
black
curtain.
curtain.
Yeah. But I went to Seattle for a conference, and I usually put it on the windowsill for heat. And I had never left it unattended and unfed for more than like a day.
Oh no.
And you're supposed to put it in the fridge. I didn't know that.
Oh.
I really didn't know that. So when I went, I didn't necessarily give my wife and kids like, hey, put it in the fridge, or, feed it 2 tablespoons of flour and then dump it out kind of thing, dump half of it out. So I got home, and it's in like a mason jar, but I didn't seal the lid all the way because the gases will form and it'll kapoof. And there was just a little bit of dry starter on the lip, just big enough so that gnats can get in. So I came home from the trip, and then like the next day I was like, oh, I forgot about the starter. Let me go check on it. I opened it, and there were like 100 dead gnats swimming in it, and about another 100 more that flew out. I shut it, and it was immediately into the trash.
That's got to be in a horror film somewhere.
Yeah, it was disgusting. It stunk, and we had to buy those. That's when we bought those like fly traps in the house, the Zevos, I think they're called, the blue lights that attract them, and they have sticky paper. We had to buy them, and they were just covered because it was a breeding ground.
So what was that sourdough starter's name?
I don't name it. I didn't name that one, but I started another one.
Required?
Yeah, it is. I did another one after that, which is the one that I used for this one, and that one I put out to the internet, and the votes came in, and it is glutinous maximus.
Glutinous, okay.
Glutinous maximus.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh, here comes.
Oh, here it comes. I need my piece too. And we got a thumbs up. Yeah. So it's got some orange. Oh my God, my mouth watered. It's got orange extract in it, and it's, like I said, sourdough starter, so it's just a little bit healthier. And yeah, it's healthy, but when you eat a whole block of it.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to eat this. This is yummy. I have a nibble.
Cheers.
Cheers. So you kind of reach.
And cheers to everyone in the room, and mom and dad. Cheers. Let's do this. Happy birthday. Yeah. All right. So we've answered a whole bunch of questions about drones. I've asked you a handful of questions about drones. Favorite lesson that you've witnessed or been a part of with drones?
I'm so glad you asked. Okay. So I sent you videos actually of lessons, but today, literally on Twitter, before I came back out here, I saw a tweet that is now going to make an appearance here. So one of my favorite lessons was one of our ambassadors shared it. Her elementary school students did a Earth Day demonstration. Earth Day demonstration. And so on the drones, they had put pipe cleaners to illustrate like the bees' antennas, and had the bees fly from flower to flower, and they had little pom-poms to represent the pollen. Isn't that so cute?
Sorry, I was chewing. What grade was this?
I don't know exactly. It's elementary school, though.
That is very creative.
I know.
That's the first word that jumped out at me. And I'm assuming it was a student idea, more than likely. We probably don't know, but I'm assuming it was probably a student's idea because it came from them. They took ownership. Student agency came in, and they took off with it.
So that's a great segue to my other favorite lesson.
All right.
Which is really a lot of them. It's anything that's student-led. Yeah. So we actually have a couple instances where students are going to conferences and leading the entire session about co-drone EDU and using drones in the classroom and in competitions, which how impactful for me as an educator to go hear a student talk about that. I mean, I'd be so impressed, with that confidence and having those communication skills to discuss this at a conference level, but then to hear like them see value in it as well. They aren't doing it because it's fun. They aren't doing it because it's cool. Like they're seeing value in it beyond just the classroom engagement.
So presenting at a conference.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. Mm-hmm. I know. So very, very impressed with that. And then the other one that gets an honorary mention. So every month we post a blog post that is has what's the word I'm looking for? Themed activities.
Okay.
And so up until last month, it's just kind of like been ideas of just, here's some ideas, run with them if you'd like. And this last one, I was like, no, I think let's develop an entire activity. And then, teachers can tweak as they want. So the activity was students, I kind of touched on it earlier. The students write a story and then they or program the drone to perform it. And so the story has to have 3 actions. The drone, it could be a witch, so flying through the air. It could be a bat, ghost, whatever you want it to be. And so the tweet that I saw right before coming out here was someone saying they're going to be doing it this week.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a TBD, but it's going to be one of my favorites.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. It's neat to hear students taking ownership of anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Christmas bonus right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Weirdest or most creative drone story that you have?
Outside of the whale snot?
Yeah, that's up there. That's definitely up there. Do you have any others? Or how about futuristic?
So the futuristic one, that was on our questions that we had discussed.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to take that and put it into one of my presentations I have coming up about how to make preparing students for a future they can't see yet.
Okay.
Because what a great way for them to see a problem and use a drone to be a solution.
Okay.
They're thinking about problems and how to solve them, and that's kind of what their world's going to be. Is they are going to need to use the technology available to them and make it better.
Okay.
So I loved that prompt to challenge the kids. For me, I really liked the idea of having the farm have drones more. You never want to replace the human aspect of things. You still need humans to be involved in farming because technology doesn't always work. You still need a human touch. You still need, I still
logic.
Logic, absolutely, yes. So when I say getting drones more involved in agriculture and careers, it's never to replace a person. It's just to be able to do what that person's doing on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
What was the other question you had? The weirdest? It's not so much the weirdest, but I do think it's funny, and I can say this because it happened to me, all the different stories of how the drone gets stuck in people's hair. It happened to me, so I can also make fun of
I would have
everyone.
never, well, now that you say it, I could see that happening more and more, yeah.
It's so, the stories, it's like, oh, the drone went haywire, and just went pew, off, got their head, or like got someone's hair, or like me, this was silly of me. I leaned over the drone to press a button, and it just shot right up into my hair. That was on me.
Yeah.
That was on me. So I do like to hear those stories. No one's ever hurt. Hair is always saved. Mm-hmm. It's another
for
plug.
Most people, not for everyone.
You are unfortunate.
Exception to the rule, yeah.
But this is a plug for pulling your hair back, just like in a science lab.
Yeah. Maybe we can get like a hair product sponsorship if you're watching or listening out there. Yeah. Pantene Pro V, who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's that time, Frankie.
I am so nervous.
Okay. And for those of you watching, and feel free to finish your bread and prep at this moment and stress eat if you'd like, but it is trivia time, ladies and gentlemen. What does that mean? I'm going to be asking Frankie 10 food trivia questions. Let's see if you can outscore her. Some of these questions, actually all these questions are multiple choice. So I'm going to give you all 4 options along with the question. Only one of those answers is correct. Sometimes 2 or 3 of the responses of the answer choices will somewhat be correct, but I want you to go with the most correct.
You are like the SAT test,
I was just
and no
about to
one
say.
likes that.
Yeah, and if you say, can I have help? I'll say, the only thing I can tell you is to do your best. Do your best. I can't help you.
Okay.
So, Frankie, are you ready? I believe I was watching our previous episode, and I want to say you scored an 8, if not a 9, out of 10 last time. The paneer?
Yes, that was the only one. But I did have to phone a friend.
You did, and you got a couple friends out here that you could phone. Mm-hmm. So
I'm ready, but y'all be ready. But no phones, that's cheating.
No phones. No phones. Call a drone. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if you guys keep score for yourselves, and let's see if you can outscore Frankie. All right. Question number 1. In which country did the sandwich originate? Okay. Remember, I'm going to give you 4 choices. The question one more time is,
Both of their faces did not make me
in
feel
which
good.
country did the sandwich originate? Italy, England, France, Greece.
My gut reaction. Oh, okay. I thought you were hinting something at me.
No, I would never do that.
My gut reaction was Italy, but I know way more sandwiches oh my God, I can't make eye contact if I'm doing this.
I'll just look at the camera. I'll just eat more bread. I'll eat my feelings. In which country did the sandwich originate? Italy, England, France, or Greece?
England.
Is that your final answer? Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You are correct. 1 out of 1. That's 100%.
Should quit now, right?
Yeah, walk away. Take the $50 and just walk away. All right, so far so good. 1 for 1. Question number 2.
Okay.
What is the key ingredient in a traditional Caesar salad dressing?
Oh,
What is the key ingredient in a traditional Caesar salad dressing? And the correct answer is not Caesar salad dressing. Okay? Mayonnaise, mustard, anchovies, ketchup.
anchovies.
Anchovies? You said that with, I'm not going to lie, that was a real cocky answer the way you said it. You
I
sure?
even
All right.
mouthed it to my phone a friend.
Okay. All right. And the correct answer is indeed anchovies. 2 for 2. All right.
Watch him pick the next, like the hardest question next.
I only picked 10. So there's only 10 on this list.
Okay.
I can't jump back and forth.
Fifth of the way.
I purposely gave 10 and put 10 on here. That way I couldn't do that. All right. What is the key ingredient in traditional Thai green curry? So in a Thai green curry, is it coconut milk, peanut butter, tomato sauce, soy sauce?
Coconut milk.
Coconut milk? Mm-hmm. You want to phone a friend? Are you good?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
You are correct. That's right. Coconut milk is indeed the key ingredient. You're 3 for 3. Not bad.
That one I've made before.
You've made it before? I've never made curry. I guess because I'm not. Well, maybe. Who knows? Challenge accepted. All right.
Maybe that'll be
Yeah.
recipe.
Yeah. It's a good thing I didn't bring that, right? Yeah. Pass the soup. Put your finger, taste it, and pass it around. Which of the following is a type of Japanese noodle made from buckwheat flour? Oh, we're getting a little progressively more difficult here. Okay. Which of the following is a type of Japanese noodle made from buckwheat flour? Udon, ramen, soba, rice noodle.
I think it's A, udon.
Udon, ramen, soba, rice noodle.
Okay. Phone a friend. Do I have to
You
pick
sure
one?
about
Or can I just?
You could just
I can
phone
phone
them
the
both.
audience.
Get a 3-way call going on.
Okay.
I wanted to say udon until you said soba, and then I just was.
I don't even know what that
I
is.
thought udon at first.
Erica?
I have no idea. And then when you repeated the answers,
I know that really like threw me for a loop.
You can use your phone. For those of you watching, Manuel, I'm not sure if we're getting like responses in the chat or anything. He's probably dying over there like, I know the answer. But is it udon, ramen, soba, or rice noodles made with buckwheat flour? Would you like to come back to that question?
Soba.
Soba?
It doesn't even count, but yes.
Actually, the correct answer is rice noodles. It's rice noodles.
It's absolutely. Is that even an option?
It was. That was the last one. Yeah.
I omitted that from my options.
Okay. Let's just pretend that one didn't exist. How about that? All right. Which spice?
Wait, rice noodles? Was
Yeah.
really-
Yeah. It's not. It's actually. Is it soba?
yeah.
Okay.
Is your
Maybe I
wrong?
maybe I highlighted the wrong one. You know what? Maybe I was crop dusting when I was doing this and I got it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna give you that one by default. I could be. I know this is very difficult for some people to hear, but maybe I was wrong. So
I don't know.
first time. Okay. All right. Here we go. Which spice is often used in Indian cuisine and is known for its yellow color and earthy flavor? Cardamom, cumin, turmeric, coriander.
Turmeric.
Turmeric? That is correct. Turmeric You ever get it on your fingers and it takes about a week,
Yes.
and God forbid you get it on the counter
Yeah, no,
or
it
a
doesn't
cutting
go
board.
away.
It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. All right, here we go. What is the primary ingredient in the classic Italian dish carbonara? You ready? Think about it.
I don't know if I've ever had carbonara, but okay.
Tomatoes, cream, eggs and cheese, olive oil.
Oh, this is where you're like, some are kind of right. I think it's cream.
Tomatoes,
I feel like
Cream?
that's so good.
cream, eggs and cheese,
Oh,
oil
eggs and cheese.
is correct. Yes. I'm very passionate about this one.
Are you?
Carbonara
Please
should
tell me
never have
more.
cream. It should never have cream. It's the cream is made from the combination of cheese, usually a pecorino romano and parmesan, with the fat from the guanciale or the bacon or pancetta, if you choose to use that, and water.
Wait, but eggs wasn't the answer.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, I forgot to say eggs. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. I was like, why is she looking at me? Like that? Yeah. All right. We're almost done here.
Okay.
What is the main ingredient in the popular Middle Eastern dish falafel? One of our favorites. Is it chickpeas, beef, lamb, tofu?
Okay. It's chickpeas, and this question was on my last one.
Yes, it was. You're a smart one. Yes, that is indeed chickpeas, ladies and gentlemen, or also known as garbanzo beans. That's right. Yes. Maybe that's what we should get for dinner later. That
Yeah,
sounds really good.
It does.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Which type of pasta is shaped like small rice grains, oval rice grains, and is often used in soups? Penne, farfalle, orzo, fusilli.
I don't know what two of those are, but I'm pretty sure it's orzo.
I'm pretty sure it's orzo. You
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've seen orzo. The other ones couldn't pick them out of a lineup.
sure? Are you going? Are you locking it in?
Yeah, locking that one in. Mhm.
Turning the key. You are correct. Orzo. Technically, you are
Ooh.
8 for 8. Yeah, you're 8 for 8.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Number 9. What is the main ingredient in the Indian dish paneer tikka? We're resurfacing old nightmares, ladies and gentlemen. Is
Trauma, I'm
it
not
chicken,
healed.
lamb, tofu, or paneer? AKA
Wait, what?
cottage cheese.
Oh, what a trick question. It's cottage cheese.
Yes, it is. Paneer, which is Indian for homemade cottage
it.
cheese,
Okay.
which is in a cube form. They make it in a cube form.
Oh, so like tofu.
It looks like tofu. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
good stuff.
Okay.
If the tummy can handle it.
Mm.
If not, there will be crop dusting. That will definitely be happening in room 20. Okay. And the last question here, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure if you're keeping score out there. Hopefully you are. Which of these does Gabriel mention in chapter 5 of his book, Cooking Up Experiences in the Classroom, as one of the 5 foods he dislikes? Because you've read the book, Frankie, right? Is it catfish? Is it coconut? Is it chicken wings? Or is it Brussels sprouts? Which one of those 4 do I talk about it in chapter 5 of my book, Cooking Up Experiences in the Classroom, as a food that I don't like?
Available on Amazon. I think I know the answer. I am going to phone a friend.
Okay.
I'm going to phone someone who I believe has probably read it.
Okay.
Your wife.
Okay.
But I think it's coconut milk because earlier when I said that, you like were starting to say something and you stopped. And
Okay.
so I wondered.
You're using your context clues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll read the 4
All
options
right.
one more time.
Okay.
Is it catfish, coconut, chicken wings, or Brussels sprouts?
Coconut.
Coconut? Did you already phone?
I did.
You did? All right. And you are correct. 10 out of a 10. 10 out of a 10? That doesn't make sense. Let's give Frankie a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, such a great sport. All right. How can people connect with you, Robolink, Codrone EDU, and get some more information and get started?
Absolutely. So on all socials, we are at Robolink Inc. Very easy to find us. I am Bacon EdTech on all socials. Super easy to find me. Would love to connect with you, whether you are a new user and you're wanting to get your feet wet, if you are an experienced user and want to get involved even more. My email is frankie@robolink.com. And so connect with me there on social media. And yeah, let's chat.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you guys for watching, listening. Thank you for everyone here in the studio. Manuel over there manning the cameras and the sound. We have Walter who got everything set up for us. Big shout out to Robolink for sponsoring today's episode and making this episode happen. And thank you for all you do in education and everything that you guys do in our educational space for our students, our educators. And
Now I can read it myself.
now you can read it yourself, an autographed
You
copy.
sign. Okay, good. I was
Yes,
gonna say
I
you
did.
need to sign
Yeah.
it if you haven't. Okay.
Keep it.
Thank
It's
you
going to
so
be
much.
worth $2 later in the future. Yeah.
No, it's
so much money.
perfect.
So,
Thank you so much.
thank you. I appreciate it. And to all our viewers and listeners, thank you guys very much for tuning in. We hope you learned a thing or two or three, if not about food trivia, about drones, how you can get started with STEM drones in the classroom. Connect with Robolink, Frankie, Codrone, EDU. That way you guys can get started. $249, is that what you said? $249. That buys like 2 gallons of milk and 5 dozen eggs nowadays. Might as well get a drone and get them delivered to your house, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
That does it for us. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Buen provecho, and we'll catch you guys next time. I want to say Manuel's.